Good morning. Y'all up? Good morning. It is Nyota, your adaptability coach and leadership strategist. I'm coming to you this morning on our morning walk, and our lesson in adaptability is brought to you by Under Armour walking app. I miss my sleep number bed. And are you really passionate? It doesn't matter. All right. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my path to entrepreneurship and how it can melt or maybe even help you figure out your path to entrepreneurship. And a lot of you are already entrepreneurs and you just don't know it. Look, my hair is so big, it can't even fit. So, last night, I was given the honor and opportunity to do a live podcast with Daniel Faust. He talks about the superheroes that are veterans, active duty, and emergency workers. And we talked about my path from being a soldier to transforming to being an entrepreneur. And I'm gonna tell y'all, while I love to say that my transition from active duty to being a civilian was glamorous and lovely and easy, that would be a lie. But if you want to watch that podcast, I put the link here in the comments. But actually, I struggled with my transition because I didn't have the structure that came along with active duty service. I always had somewhere to go. I always had somewhere to be. I always had someone telling me what to do, and I always had someone to tell what to do. So when I made the decision to leave the military, I didn't know that I would struggle with the system of being in the military. I didn't know that I would struggle not having that system. So what actually helped me to transition out of that process was entrepreneurship. And what an entrepreneurship can look like anything for anyone. But for me, I started wholesaling. And you'll see the signs where people say, I buy houses for cash. And so I basically was flipping contracts. But it wasn't the act of flipping those contracts, although it was a profitable, act. It wasn't the act of flipping the contracts. It was the interaction with the people and how it furthered my purpose to continue to serve people. So whatever your root or core values are, and take the time to figure out what your root or core values are, they follow you, they are a part of you, and they show up in what you do. So part of my values, part of my core value is service, right? And that shows up because, I had a life of service, right? It was my responsibility, I felt, to be a part of the process that protected and defended the United States of America. So it's a lot of angst and love and care and weight when it comes to having the conversation about the United States. But I digress. But what I'd want to talk about from out of that video, out of that interview, is the opportunity to follow your path and see how that path leads you to your version of entrepreneurship. For me, I didn't immediately think that I wanted to help veterans or government employees, or anyone really for that matter, to help them start their own business. Because for me, it's not so much about the business for entrepreneurship. It's not so much the business. The business is the vehicle that can get you to emotional health. It's the vehicle that can get you to connecting with people. It's the vehicle where you can continue or start serving your community or your nation, one person at a time. It's the vehicle to financial freedom. It's the vehicle to quarterly, monthly, weekly vacations, whatever that looks like for you and for us when the world opens back up. You know, it's the vehicle to being able to, thank you. It's the vehicle to be able to invest in other entrepreneurs' journeys, to be able to invest in the stock market if you desire, to invest in buying homes, to be able to rent and flip. Good morning. Entrepreneurship is a vehicle to what freedom actually looks like for you. And I never thought when I got out of the military, that's something that I would want to be packaging up and serving up for people to be able to have this container of entrepreneurship to further their lives, to project them further. I never would have thought that, because it's all moving, it's all agile, it's all fluid, it's all evolving. And so I'm saying all this to say is, if you think, well, I'm not an entrepreneur, or if I don't have time to be an entrepreneur, or I don't know how to be an entrepreneur, the fact of the matter is you already are an entrepreneur. You already help people in the way that you do, right? Good morning. You already serve people in the way that you do. You're already an entrepreneur. You're just not getting paid for it. And so when you look at what your pain points are, the pains that you don't want people to experience, when you look at how your friends come to you and they're always asking you, oh, when you did that triathlon, Felicia, how did you get your training program together? How did you get your nutrition together? Right? Or Toya, when you put up that tile backsplash, when you flipped that house and made it beautiful in California, how did you do that? How did you learn to do that? Where did you get your materials? Right? So we have everything we need to be entrepreneurs. People are already asking us already, you know, but we're just not getting paid. We're already consulting with our friends, right? People keep coming to you, asking you, how do you? Can you show me how? How did you do? Right? And those are the things that you are good at. It may not be something that you're immediately passionate about. But the thing is, we learn to work our way into what passion is. So I just wanted to come on here this morning and ask you all to watch my interview that I did with Daniel. I want to be able to get on the TV show, because if a lot of people watch it, at least for 3 seconds, I'll be able to be upgraded to the TV show. And who doesn't want to be on a TV show? I do. So if you could watch the video, if you could like, comment, subscribe, share, all of those sort of things that people be asking you to do on social media, do that stuff here. Do that stuff now. So that's something that I want you to do for me. Something that I want you to do for you is step into it. Put on your jacket of entrepreneurship. It doesn't have to be huge, but it can be huge. It can be whatever you want it to be. It can be whatever you need it to be. But know that entrepreneurship is a place of service. And you already know how to do that already. All right? So this has been Nyota, your adaptability coach and leadership strategist, teaching you how to use your hard-earned skills to be more adaptable, to use your leadership skills to be that leader in your home, in your businesses, in your jobs. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great day.